A KSL Sports presentation. Game Night Live kicks off now. Sponsored by UCCU.
We're officially at the halfway point in the high school football regular season, and for the rest of tonight's show, we bring you the best from Week 5.
Yeah, more teams falling from the ranks of the unbeaten, a state title rematch, and several close finishes. In fact, that's where we want to start the night with a nail-biter in Bountiful. Early bragging rights for first place in Region 5 were on the line between Bonneville and Bountiful.
Yeah, both teams won their opening game in Region play last week, and on Friday it came down to the very last play. We'll pick it up in the second quarter. Bonneville's Tafanga Havili will find the end zone on a 3-yard touchdown run. 7-3 Bonneville at that point. Not a lot of scoring in this one. Fourth quarter, down 7-3. Under 3 minutes left. Bountiful's Emerson Geilman finds Bo Birmingham for the 25-yard touchdown, and it's 10-7 Bountiful with 2 minutes left. Bonneville on the 4-yard line. Isaac Manzaray gets the touchdown, puts Bonneville up 13-10, but Bountiful still has some time. A chance to tie with a field goal as time expired, but Bonneville blocks the attempt at the gun. The Lakers win 13-10. They're now 3-2 on the season.
Maybe the biggest matchup in the state this weekend was in Cache Valley. Rivals Ridgeline and Skyview, both 4-0, putting their record on the line. Ridgeline up 9-7 late in the third. Skyview's Easton Ballard picks the pass off and finds his way to the end zone for the 15-9 lead. Fourth quarter, Graham Livingston, he's going to score for Ridgeline, and they take the 16-15 lead. We're not done. Skyview back in front with a touchdown and this two-point conversion to go ahead 23-16. Thanks to Nate Dolly's connection with Livingston, Ridgeline is right back in business inside the 10. Dolly would keep for an 8-yard touchdown to make it a 1-point game. Now, instead of going for the extra point, Ridgeline goes for 2 and the win. But this prayer is incomplete. Skyview is now 5-0 in the thrilling 23-22 win.
We'll stay in Cache Valley. Mountain Crest at Green Canyon, another big game. First quarter, Thatcher Phelps with a diving interception for Mountain Crest. Second quarter, Mountain Crest would find the end zone. Casey Crofts to Will DeCorver. And that was enough for the win. The Mustangs win on the road 14-10. Green Canyon's first loss of the season.
All right, don't let Morgan's 1-3 record fool you. They will be contenders for a title in Class 3A this year, but so far this season, all of their games have come against opponents in higher classifications. And once again on Friday, Morgan was visiting the 5A Kearns Cougars. Tight game in the third. Morgan's Beck Sheffield letting it fly. Isaias Bustillos picks it off while falling to the ground, though. Sheffield, though, he would remain aggressive in the air. He threw for 4 touchdowns. This one gives Morgan the 33-25 lead. Kearns rallies late. Kimani Fautea touchdown makes it a 2-point game with 42 seconds left. They go for 2, but Morgan's defense keeps them out, and Morgan wins 33-31.
It was hyped as the game of the year in Region 9, a rematch of last year's 4A state championship game. Desert Hills got the best of their rivals, Crimson Cliffs, to win the 2022 title. On Friday night, Crimson Cliffs got revenge in our Game Night Live game of the week. First quarter, still Barbin taking a shot deep. Malachi Alofapo with a 45-yard touchdown. We go to the second quarter, up 14-0. Barbin finds Ty West, who makes a great move, juking his defenders. He's going to scamper into the end zone the other direction, 45 yards for a score. McCord Christiansen had a big game on special teams and on the ground. A 33-yard touchdown right into our camera. Barbin connected with Boston Adamson for another score. Crimson Cliffs in a blowout, 49-7.
Offense, offense, offense. That was the theme at West last night. The Panthers hosting Alta second quarter. Alta's Kepa New Metolu airs it out for Coleman Fisher, 21-yard touchdown. Alta took a 20-7 lead, but right before the half, Isaiah Suesue ties it on a 7-yard scramble. We're all square at 20 at the break. In the second half, it was all West. Suesue finds Chachi Pan, and watch that run after the catch. A 49-yard touchdown, part of 33 straight points. Kelvin Malapeai had 4 rushing touchdowns, somehow comes out of this pile and goes 29 yards, and West wins big, 53-27.
American Fork also out to a 4-0 start, hosting the Bingham Miners. American Fork's Dylan Story to Josh Andrus for a 7-0 Cavemen lead. Then AF gets the ball back in the second quarter, and Story goes long to Jet Nelson. A 34-yard touchdown. Jacob Erdley, American Forks running back, is going to add another score on the ground. It's a shutout. American Fork 5-0 with a 28-0 win.
Lehigh's first year in Class 6A is off to a 4-0 start. They were hosting the 3-1 Harriman Mustangs. First quarter, Frederick Ta'ai goes deep to Caden Hansen, 57 yards to the house. Mustangs with the early lead. Lehigh answering, though. Jeff New can't find anyone, so he takes off, just gets to the pylon. It was tied at 21 at the half. All Pioneers in the second half, though. They get the win 48-28.
Corner Canyon made the trip north to Syracuse, second quarter. Isaac Wilson is going to air it out. Braden Ayers on the other end, a 39-yard touchdown. Chargers led 28-7 in the third, but Syracuse trying to get something going. Jake Hopkins, a DJ Mays, an 8-yard touchdown. That gets them within 2 scores. They're trying to rally, but we're still in the third, and Syracuse backed up in their own territory. Hopkins, his pass gets tipped up and lands in the hands of Jackson Bueller in the end zone. Corner Canyon wins 42-14. They open region play with undefeated Mountain Ridge next week.
Skyridge still undefeated at Riverton. The Silver Wolves were looking for their first win of the season. It didn't come. First quarter, Trent Call with the one-handed touchdown grab gives the Falcons an early lead, and they never gave it up. 5 rushing touchdowns for Skyridge. Carter Sheffield and Boston Futain both with a pair. Skyridge gets the win 58-10.
Olympus at Brighton. Jack Johnson for Brighton is going to call his own number. Going to run over an Olympus defender and into the end zone for the touchdown. The game is tied at 7 at that point. Let's go to the fourth quarter. Things get wild. Chase Mosley finds Luke Bryant for the 22-yard touchdown, his second of the game. They take a 20-17 lead, but Brighton looking for an answer with Johnson. He's going to connect with Nash Matheson. That gets the ball down to the 3-yard line. Johnson would run it in. Moments later, Brighton gets the win, 24-20.
A Utah County showdown. Timpview visiting Springville. First quarter here, Timpview leading by 3. Hillman Kasuga finds Braxton Wilkerson in the end zone, a 10-0 lead. Timpview's defense was stellar Friday night. They kept Springville scoreless. Pakahaunga with the pick, and they open Region 7 play with the win. This is the first time Springville has been shut out since 2014.
Defending 2A champ San Juan continues to roll. They made the long trip to Salt Lake City. Judge Memorial trying to pull off the upset. The Bulldogs scored first. Thomas Gutierrez with a pitch to Tyrese Boyce for a 5-yard touchdown. But San Juan would reel off 67 unanswered points. How's that for an adjustment? Zach Conway breaking tackles into the end zone from 61 yards out. Parker Snyder also racking up touchdowns through the air and on the ground. A 36-yard score here. San Juan has now won 30 straight games, 5th best in state history. We'll be right back. It's our favorite part of Fridays.
Yes, and it should be your favorite part, too. This is the Game Night Live highlight reel.
Let's do it, 1, 2, 3, Chargers! Usui has Pan. First down and more. Chachi will stay on his feet. Chachi Pan! Don't let him get open. He was in the shake-off of tackler and takes it to the house. Touchdown, West.
A Region 3 Battle Royale and our Game Night Live Game of the Week. 2 of the top 4 teams in the state. Lehigh, American Forks. See you Friday night.